exciting. I mean, obviously everyone wants to play, so I'm going to do everything I can to be in that position, and hopefully it works out, and whatever happens, happens. Just trying to keep getting better and making this team better, I think, is what we have to focus on.
How have your first 2 days been?
That's been pretty good. Obviously the first 2 days of camp, kind of slower. We kind of go back to the more basic stuff, but it's been really good, and trying to focus on those small details of install 1 and install 2 today has been really good for me.
Any highlights for you, passing, long passes, anything like that?
I mean, you always have a couple. I mean, I mean, we're throwing so much today. I mean, you got to be able to make a couple plays. So we've had a couple guys making some great plays, and running backs are actually looking really good too.
A lot of guys have transformed their bodies from January. What was your weight in January? What is it now?
I think like 222 when they came in, and today I weighed out at 210. So, and I was telling them earlier, I feel really good. I think, and you talked to most of our guys, everybody's feeling really good about their weight and how everybody's moving. You can tell it's a little different.
The wideout position, there's so many guys there. How do you distinguish yourselves there? You know, like who's risen up?
I think the biggest key with that is just making sure you know the playbook. I think that's probably one of the hardest parts of being a receiver, is knowing all the different formations. Those guys are moving everywhere, and also being in condition, because we're trying to go super fast. The tempo, them running back and forth, and also trying to run the play, that's been big. So I think that's huge, along with running great routes and getting open, catching the ball. So,
what are the main differences you've noticed in this team and in the way that the style of coaching is going?
I think definitely the how we look physically is a big part of it. We're definitely a lot faster, a lot leaner, I feel like. So that's a big aspect. I think they really focused on that this summer, and I feel like we achieved that for the most part.
In terms of excitement level, where are you guys at? Because the way the season ended obviously wasn't how you wanted. So what's the overall mental side of things like around here right now?
Very motivated. I feel like I was telling them earlier, the way if something starts going bad in practice, someone kind of mentions that, listen, we don't want to be where we were. So that's kind of the motivation, and I know that's one of the big halftime things. The reason we're doing this, the reason we're going so hard, the reason why people are trying to look better than they were last year is because we don't want to go back to where we were.
How those freshmen looked? Is it swimming a little bit for them?
I mean, they're smart kids. Talking about the quarterbacks or all of them in general?
Freshmen,
smart kids. I mean, they're learning the offense well. I mean, it's obviously a big difference, but they're making plays too. I feel like we're all coming along as a quarterback group.